Anyone on the call, if you have any questions for Ally, please let me know in the Zoom chat function. I'll be sure to call on you. But Ally, here we are, 2 years post your second win on tour in Vegas. What's it like returning to Shadow Creek?
It's great. I mean, Shadow Creek is such a great golf course. Pristine conditions, challenging. You have to think through it. It's match play, a completely different format than we see all year. And obviously some great memories. And, just great to be back.
Doing some research of just, the last few years of this event truly has become kind of a staple of people really kind of blossoming and then taking that momentum and using it the rest of the season. How did you view this win and this event, and how do you think it really shaped what is your LPGA Tour career?
Yeah, I think, I think back to kind of how it built some momentum. I think for me, making the Solheim Cup, just the confidence in match play, match play is all about Solheim Cup, or Solheim's all about match play. So, just kind of really showing my competitor attitude, just the battle, because it's so different than a stroke play tournament. You're head to head with someone, and regardless of what you have, you kind of just turn on that battle mentality and you're going head to head with a competitor. So, when I step onto the first tee, it's completely, you're in that mindset of playing the person that you're playing against, but at the same time, you're still trying to take care of what you do on a weekly basis, on a daily basis. But just that edge and the competitiveness turned up just a little bit more.
What is it about Shadow Creek that excites you for this week?
Yeah, I think it's a great golf course. It's a really good test too. You have to drive the ball well. You have to strike it well. You're challenged, I think, in all facets, and it truly is a great test of golf, and it's such a good golf course. It's pristine. It's a well-maintained golf course, and I think it's exciting to get to a golf course where it's truly in really, really good shape. The maintenance crew does a great job keeping it this way, and I go back to the good memories that I had. And last year when I was here defending, it was a really weird place for me because I didn't defend at drive on, with it being a one and done. So I think last year, there was just that little bit looming over me, but at the same time, just relying on really good vibes from 2 years ago, but knowing that every day is completely different. It's still a competition. It's still a match play event. So I'll just, bring each day hopefully the best that I can.
Greg?
Hi, Ally. Do you have any thoughts, considering how much you love this course and this event? Any thoughts on so many of the top players skipping this event, especially in a Solheim here?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a ton to say. It's hard. It's a grueling week. For me, I would never, ever take back the win that I had 2 years ago, but it did set me back for the U.S. Open. I was just tired. I was exhausted, but it is an absolutely phenomenal event. That's why I come back every year. Bank of Hope, Shadow Creek, they do it right. MGM, I mean, we're literally treated phenomenally, and that's why I love it. I can't speak for the other players that don't choose to come here. I can only speak for myself, and I mean, that's why I get back every year, is because I love it. I do have great memories, but it is a week unlike any other, and we're treated top tier, and that's why I love it.
Does this event help for Solheim preparation?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think, it's good to see yourself win some matches and beat some players. I mean, the top, regardless of who is in this field, it is the top players in the world, right? And so when you win a match, you are beating someone who is, capable of winning any week on the LPGA Tour. And so for me, if I can come out and play some solid matches, hopefully gain some momentum, I definitely think Stacy will it's good. It's a good thing. It's a good vibe to see those matches won. I don't think it's end all be all for what's to come to make the Solheim, but at the same time, it's great preparation and just a good momentum builder for potential making the team.
And as far as the course, from what you've seen so far this week, anything different? Any nuances from what you remember the first 2 years?
I wouldn't say any nuances. I mean, the greens are perfect. They're firm, just like you are. It gets hot out here this time of year, and the greens start to get really firm. So it's really as precise as you can be and landing the ball where you need to, and that it's not really nuances, but it's literally being able to control your golf ball and have really, really good judgment on what you think the golf ball is going to do and be able to pitch it where you want it to. So yeah, it's such a shot maker golf course, and then you roll in some putts. So nothing really different, but it requires a lot of really good golf.
Vegas is a very interesting and exciting city to be in, and I know that there's definitely some things to do off the course. Is there anything that you're most excited for, to maybe see a show or anything?
I'm going to go see David Copperfield tomorrow. I think, Magic and Illusions is really interesting to me, so I'll go check that out. So you get some great food here too. That's about as exciting as I get in Vegas. Not really a gambler or anything like that. So it's a cool place to be. And like I said, this golf tournament's spectacular. And so I'll go check out my show tomorrow, and that'll be about it.
And you talked a little bit earlier about kind of a different mindset when you're on the first tee, knowing that you're going head to head with someone. How do you prepare? With our season mainly being stroke play events, how special is it to kind of have a change in mindset for a week, and how do you prepare for an event of this caliber? Yeah,
I think for me, I've been playing some pretty solid golf. I have not played solid on Sundays in the last 3 events, and just kind of thinking back for me, I think I got so much, like years ago when I was young, Sundays were so much about, you want to put this expectation on a Sunday, and like that becomes the primary, and you lose sight of what got you there. I've kind of, the last 3 events, done the opposite. I've focused so much in my process that I've kind of lost sight of okay, I'm still a competitor. I still have this expectation, but I know how to get there. Yeah. So for me, match play is really simple, right? You tee it up and you do your best with what you have. Literally the find a way to get it done. And that's kind of, I think, what match play is all about. So when I tee it up, what I have is what I have, and I'm going to go do my best to beat the person that I'm playing.
That kind of mindset and kind of the way that you explain the differences and opposed to week out here, as I said earlier, a lot of people have come out of this event and have taken that and rode that momentum. Do you think that is because it is kind of we don't have match play week to week, and do you think it's easier for players to use this event as a catalyst?
I mean, definitely you can. There's something to, I think we're all, every week, we're striving to have our best finish. And match play is it's a completely different day. You could shoot 74 and win a match versus the 74 could feel very defeating in stroke play. But you get to match play and you might not have your best stuff, but it's good enough to beat someone. Yeah. And that's just how match play is. So I think you see players, you walk away with a T3 or you walk away with a top 10 in this match play format. You beat some great players, but in a given week in stroke play, you walk away with a T8 and you're probably like, wow, that was a really solid week. So I think you just see people, like you said, find that momentum, find that confidence, and it can definitely be a catalyst to a stroke play event.
Any more? All right, I think that will do it for us. Thank you, Allie, for coming in.
Thank y'all.
Do you mind if real quick we do some quick fire questions for MGM?